Unreal Engine 5.8 was announced, and with it a lot of new features that I'm pretty sure everybody is already hyped to try out, but unfortunately there were no features announced for XR or the mobile AR stuff. But that's, as always, one more reason to check if everything is still working, if we can do AR in mobile, and if there are any things that changed. Let's switch into Unreal Engine and let's check the samples that we already did. I'll link them in the upper right corner for you to rewatch, because this will not be a full tutorial. We'll just go over everything, check the errors, and check what may be working and what may be not working, and if there were some bigger changes. So first of all, the basic setup stays the same. When you open the Epic Launcher and switch to Unreal Engine, you can install version 5.8.0. And after the install, you can click on this little button here, go to Options, and make sure that the Android platform is ticked and everything is installed regarding Android. If you have older AR projects here, they are not really upgradable. I tested it with a few versions before, and there were a lot of errors in terms of virtual textures and so on, and I found it easier to just recreate them because the sample is so small. If you have a bigger sample, it may be a valid option to stay at their current version and only use the new version for new projects. So let's start from the beginning. We have our scene here. We have a cube, a blue cube in this case, which is within the room. This will be our AR object, which is placed around 1 meter away from the camera and will stay there with a directional light, so you can see the blue color here, and with a tracked object here with a cube as child, which will be centered at our marker when tracked. So the blue material is a default lit material and the white material is an unlit material. You can see them here. I'll just open them real quick. Just the blue lit material, and the white one is a white unlit material. Just dock it over here. For the AR pawn, the setup is the same as always. There is just the camera at the scene root, and the AR pawn does not have any special settings or so on. We're working in a project that's a mobile project and it's scalable, and this is just an empty level that we created. The AR game mode has the AR pawn as default pawn class, and nothing special here. The project settings here under maps and modes have the main map as start map, the default pawn class as AR pawn, and the default game mode as AR game mode. As always, there are a few things within the settings when switching to Android. Everything is running on Vulkan, and as always, there is this default touch interface. Let's look if we can find it here. Make it touch. There it is. This is the default touch interface. There is a preset set, so you can just clear it and check that there is none inside here. The Vulkan support is checked. Everything is checked here too. Okay, desktop sound. And for the Android setup, you usually make sure that under plugins, the AR Core plugin is active, and under Android, the program files are writable, you accepted the SDK license, and so on and so forth. Additionally, I make sure that everything is set to sensor and portrait mode to prevent this accidentally landscape mode. You can do the same in the AR session config here. Let's go over here, is the session config. Under image tracking, we'll add that again too in a second for the image tracking here. And let's check the AR candidate image here. There you go, the orientation is portrait. I added an image as hero marker, and for the image, make sure the compression settings are uncompressed RGBA8, and there is a part of transparency in here. I had a few comments from other people who tried the sample who made this white part here transparent instead. This does not work. The build will very likely fail, as Unreal Engine is trying to detect natural feature tracking points in this image, and if this part is transparent, there will not be enough feature tracking points to have a reliable image tracking here. So keep that in mind when dealing with tracking images. A little thing that I found out is that when I want to create the session config and the AR candidate image, the options moved a little bit. So I'm doing right click in the content browser, go to data and to data assets. So clicking on data asset will open this little window, and you can then AR session config, for instance, or AR candidate image. Keep that in mind too. So that changed. Everything else works as expected and as I've shown you in the other videos. And for instance, if you will now have a look at the level blueprint class, event begin play, start AR session with our session config, I'll switch off the screensaver, and when end play, I'm stopping the AR session, and under event tick, I'm getting all AR geometries by class. I'm adding my AR tracked image here. Do a for each loop to go over the return values. Draw the tracked geometry here with the debug line, which is red. Get all the detected image. Get the detected image from the array element that is found, and get local to world trends from here. And the reference from the tracked object, which can be found here in the outliner, will be the target for setting actor location and rotation with the location and rotation values of the found image. A question that arises very often too is, how do I move the cube up here, like half the height, to make it sit exactly on the marker, and the tracked object is at 0, 0, 0, and the child cube is just moved up. In this case 5 centimeters, because the edge length is 10 centimeters. So make sure to position that right too, otherwise the cube will be shifted a little bit into your marker and it will not work correctly. So the origin here of this tracked object is on the ground at 0, 0, 0. And that's basically it. The project itself is very easy. I'll just show you the whole level blueprint again, especially if blueprints will be deprecated soon. We'll see how that will turn out. And well, yes, I guess I'll just show you how everything works. So as you can see, there is a little cube directly in front of me, 1 meter. I can stand up, I can walk around and so on. And there is my marker over here, and I'm filming the marker and the cube stands over there. So there is my blue cube, there is my white cube, there is the blue cube, there is my white cube. The lighting conditions are not perfect, but it works quite well. And yeah, that concludes this tutorial, or maybe the showcase of AR functionality in Unreal Engine 5.8. So nothing changed. Everything that worked before should more or less work now, and we'll see what Unreal Engine 6 will bring. Thank you all for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member. Check out our Patreon, check out our other videos as well. I'll try to produce as much content as possible, XR related. And you can sponsor us on GitHub. You can find us on Ko-fi. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, stay tuned.